student athletes and athletic department personnel representing Hope College, they are expected to conduct themselves in such a manner to represent the highest level of honor and observe the tenets of good sportsmanship, honesty, fairness, dignity, civility, and respect. Hope College is also a proud member of the Michigan Intercollegiate Athletic Association, which is the nation's oldest athletic conference. Members of the MIAA are advocates of good sportsmanship and positive social behaviors for all constituents, which includes student athletes, coaches, administrators, and spectators. While we encourage positive fan support throughout today's contest, comments directed towards participants, coaches, officials, or fans that are disparaging, racist, sexist, or other derogatory comments will not be tolerated and are grounds for dismissal. As always, please be loud, be proud, and be positive.
I be flexing, but I'm still in poverty. When my mom out the hood, do it properly. Give a fuck if you look at me awkwardly. No monopoly, I'm about property. I don't own for respect. Y'all won't think I was going through stress. Matter of fact, I'm just wasting my breath. And now I'ma just talk about all of these days. How I'm so grateful I'm not in the kid. How I'm so grateful for all of my fans. How I'm so grateful I get who I am.
I go on and on. Can't understand how I last so long. I must have superpowers. Rap 225,000 hours. Get a calculator, do the math. I made 1,000 songs that made you move your. And for the last 300 months, I made 16 albums with me on the front, and they bomb. Where you get your beats? I heard 93 rappers say like me. 2 singers and 10 comedians, and I'm still gonna yell it every time you see me in. What's my favorite word? Why they gotta say it like short? You know they can't play on my court, can't hang with the big dogs, stay on the porch. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Where you get that from? Grab a mic, spit one. Let me hit that MC 8 Ball and MJG. Keep spitting that D to the IMP. Bun B, that's Texas, baby. Ballin' G, that's Memphis, baby. Short dog, that's Oakland, baby. Ain't nothing but pimpin' these days, G. My C got locked up, but these real still know they got to give a what you say. Short dog with UGK. Do you really wanna be like me? Spit game like Snoop and T.I.P. Pretty girls in the VIP, they came with Dre. They don't need ID. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle.
I said, girl, why you keep calling? I said, girl, why you keep calling? Yeah. She said, I need a new whip. Yeah, cause I know that you're still ballin'. She just wanna go back to the future, so I brought that girl a DeLorean. 21 minutes until I gotta go, so I told that girl I'm gonna. I met that girl right up at my show. Left her man in the crowd on the floor. Out of town, never saw her before. Told her, baby, we don't got that long. Listen, this not my city show, but I treat it like my city show. 20 more minutes into I'm on. 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 Yeah, I am not slow. Niggas, you want me cause I got the dough. Pass that girl right on my freaking go. He passed me her friend, so they switching roles.
Lil' Wooski ain't your Iverson, he see the ops gon' bang it out. He know exactly how to hit they block like that's his favorite route. And yeah, if you send some shots, you better make it count. RPs touch his brain cells, rearrange his scalp. Lamp, he took 3 with him, they all know what your name about. Ain't seen you in so long, it's like your voice is slowly fading out. Love my right or wrong, no, I would never trade him out. Ain't thuggin' cause he mean it, these in a race for clout. Block died, we threw up X's. Tempsum died, we threw up T's. Twin them died, we banging nails. I wish that they ain't never leave. A killer case to the brain, I'm scoring if I catch the G's. Forever stirring like I'm Derb, I keep a few tricks up my sleeve. God, I know I'm not like some
night show like Conan. The party ain't over. Go ham in here and grab your friend by the hand. Let me know if you down. Body like playmate of the year. I might make that play of the year. I already know that we don't play fair, but I think that you and your girl, could you give me some of that? We stand out till the sun up, twisted and burn up. Can't nobody stop us. We gon' delirious. Out till the sun up, twisted and burn up. Can't nobody stop us. We gon' delirious. Give me some of that. Give me some of that. Give me some of that. We gon' delirious. Come and take a ride, stay up all night again. She wanna woo, she wanna woo the woo. 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 I told her, ooh, shawty wanna put me inside of the cool. I can take you out everywhere, the jet fare. Versace hotel with Versace roll. Like it when you let down your hair with no roll. And I say to myself, cause I never like these. If she only like the guap red like these, why would I waste my time on a shorty that don't got me on the front of her mind? Especially when you get designed and I want it done. And the building came with the wings like a number 9. Yeah, come through, just us two. I like it cause you cut how I'm cut too. Come through, just us two. I like it cause you cut how I'm cut too. Hey, she wanna with the woo, woo. She wanna with the woo. She wanna with the woo. She wanna with the woo. Baby bet, ayy, couple racks, ayy, couple Grammys on him, couple blacks, ayy, that's a fact, ayy, throw it back, ayy, ayy, and this one is for the champion. Ain't lost since I began. Funny how you said it was the yeah. Then I went did it again. I told you long ago on the road, I got what they waiting for. Don't run from nothing, dog. Get your soul. Just tell them ain't laying low. You was never really rooting for me anyway. When I'm back up at the top, I wanna hear you say, you don't run from nothing, dog. Get your soul. Just tell them that the break is over. Pulling out the coupe at the lot, told him 12 SWAT, busting all the bells out the box. I just hit a lick with the box, had to put the stick in the box. Pour up the whole field, I'ma get lazy. I got the mojo deals, we been trapping like the 80s. So, got the cash out, told them wipe it, no, say slash slash. I won't never sell my soul, and I can back that. And I really wanna know where you at. I was at that, where the stash at? Cruise the city in a bulletproof Cadillac, cause I know these out there where the bag at. Gotta move smarter, gotta move harder. Try to give me 5 mile water. I lay it down on my son, on my daughter. I had the Draco with me, Dwayne Carter. Lot of out here playing, ain't ballin'. I done put my whole arm in the rim, Vince Carter. And I know Poppy get a key for the quarter. Shawty barely seen the double C's, I bought her. Got a that looking like a Leah, she a model. I got the pink slip, my whip is keyless. Compton, I'm about to get the key to the city. Patty, light up the seat. Forgetting out the coupe at the lot. Told him 12 SWAT, busting all the bells out the box. I just hit a lick with the box, had to put the stick in the box. Pour up the whole field, I'ma get lazy. I got the mojo deals, we been trapping like the 80s. Baby, could you? I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got it, tell me, get your center.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, just as a reminder, We are so excited to welcome you back here to the DeVos Fieldhouse and to have you in attendance for today's game. But please, make sure your mask is on at all times and properly worn over your nose and mouth throughout your visit here today. As always, we thank you for ensuring a safe environment for all of the fans, coaches, and players for both teams. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if so desired, please join me in the singing of our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
We're going to skate to one song only.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the DeVos Fieldhouse here on the campus of Hope College for today's MIAA contest between the Thunder of Trine University and your Hope College Flying Dutchmen. Here are tonight's starting lineups. First for Trine at 1-4, a 6'5" senior from Archbold, Ohio, number 2, Bryce Williams. And at 1-4 for the Flying Dutchman, a 6'3" junior from North Muskegon, number 3, T.J. McKenzie. At 1-4 for Trine, a 6'3" senior from Milford, number 3, Aiden Warzeka. And at 1-4 for the Flying Dutchman, a 6'4" junior from Okemos, number 24, Evan Thomas. Starting at center for the Thunder, a 6'6" junior from Kendallville, Indiana, number 33, Brent Cox. And at center for the Flying Dutchman, a 6'7" sophomore from Saugatuck, number 23, Jackson Albert. At one guard for Trine, a 6'1" senior from Angola, Indiana, number 1, Nick Bowman. And at one guard for the Flying Dutchman, a 5'11" junior from Zeeland, number 1, Clayton Dykehouse. And in the final guard spot for the Thunder, a 6-foot freshman from Kendallville, Indiana, number 4, Hayden Jones. And at the final guard spot for the Flying Dutchman, a 6'2" senior from Libertyville, Illinois, number 15, Josh Littlejohn. Trine University is coached by Brooks Miller. Hope College is coached by Greg Mitchell. Your officials this evening, Kevin Quicker, Kyle Bowen, and Lars Murray.
Littlejohn all getting the starting nod for the Flying Dutchman. Clayton Dykehouse runs the one for Hope, and they're going to face a Trine team that is extremely hot, coming off an impressive victory against the Albion College Britons just a few days ago, 80-37 at Albion. This Trine team won that one. So Hope's up against a stiff test against a Trine team that comes in at 8-4 and 1-0 in the MIAA conference. For Trine, it starts with Nick Bowman. Nick Bowman averages 20 points per game, the senior from Angola. He catches it on the wing here. Josh Lilja draws the matchup against Bowman. Nice crossover there by Bowman, but his pocket is picked by Evan Thomas. Thomas pushes ahead to McKenzie. McKenzie with a nice dime to Clayton Dykehouse. Miscommunication there, and we'll go the other way. Bowman, hard left-hand dribble on Halbert. Halbert with a nice rejection on Bowman. Lilja pushes pace the other way for the Flying Dutchman. Defensive intensity and engagement is going to be important for Hope as we start here. They faced Olivet, had a nice win a few days ago on Saturday here in DeVos. And defensive engagement for the Flying Dutchman was excellent in that one. They'll look to continue that here against the Thunder. Dykehouse, wild pass out to Thomas, deep three on the right wing. Yes, he connects. Evan Thomas, the junior, starts the scoring here for Hope. Hope leads 3-0 off the back of an Evan Thomas 3-ball. Running the one for Trine is Hayden Jones, the freshman from Kendallville, Indiana. Averages 6 points per game for the Thunder. Nice ball movement here for Trine as Cox inside, fadeaway on Halbert. That one's nothing but air. Unable to connect is Brent Cox. Cox averages 5 rebounds per game, leading rebounder on this Thunder squad. A Thunder team that prides itself on its defense, giving up only 61.5 points per game so far this season. That is excellent. Jackson Halbert in the left corner. A spin move by the sophomore, kicks it to Dykehouse. Dykehouse over to McKenzie, who's really come on strong in the last few games with his defensive energy. Thomas stops at 15 feet. No go on the pull-up. Aiden Warjeka, the senior. Longtime Thunder. Bowman. 15 feet over to Warjeka with the left hand. Tough attempt at the finish. Can't go. Off the back rim, Lilja corrals the rebound. Dykehouse left wing, quick pull-up by Clayton Dykehouse, in and out. And Warjeka runs the one for Trine now. Fast pace here through the first 2.5 minutes. Don't think we've had a whistle yet. Nice, a 16-foot pull-up there. That's number 4, Hayden Jones, the freshman. He's come on strong here over the last few games, plays 23 minutes per game for the Trine team. Halbert over to McKenzie. Will be really interesting to see who steps up offensively for this Hope team with no George, no Bicus, and no Tanner Wiegerink. You got to believe that Evan Thomas is going to have a big night for Hope to be successful here. Nice move there by Josh Lilja. Easy, Red Sea parted. Right hand scoop layup for Josh Lilja to give Hope a 5-2 lead. Jones with the left hand dribble. Over to Bryce Williams. Senior laden group for this Trine team. Bowman, Williams, Warjeka, all seniors. Bowman, top of the key. Well, he got free. Hope got lucky there. Evan Thomas crossed the timeline, left-hand dribble, wide open look for Evan Thomas, count it. The hoop and the harm for the junior from Okemos, Evan Thomas. Starts fast here offensively. Had an early three-pointer, gets a little lefty scoop layup there, and now heads to the line for the chance to add to this three-point play. Early substitution here for Hope is Eli Schoonveld. A couple of Trine substitutions as well, including notably number 40, Emmanuel Mignagno. Thomas connects on the free throw. 6 points early for Evan Thomas. Like I said, for Hope to be successful offensively tonight, Evan Thomas is going to have to be ultra aggressive. Dykehouse with the defensive pressure on Warjeka. He'll pick up a quick foul. As I said before, Eli Schoonveld, number 10, has entered the game, the sophomore from Holland Christian. He's an interesting story. Ultra athletic is the sophomore. He'll make some plays today that'll really stand out. That was a big-time block by Josh Lilja. They'll say there was body there, body contact. Lilja picks up the foul. As you can see on your screen here, Greg Mitchell, Hope head coach, is appalled at that one, but Call was made. Bowman will head to the line. Hope bench a little energetic today as well. You got Bicus and George over there, a couple of senior leaders kind of leading the charge for the Hope bench. Bowman hits the first one. As previously mentioned, Bowman, 20 points per game scorer for this Trine team. Plays 35 minutes a game. For them to be successful offensively, Bowman is the straw that stirs the drink for the Thunder. Dykehouse on to the left wing for Lilja. Lilja left-hand dribble. They'll call a foul there on 35, Mitchell Geller. Geller, another one of these solid seniors for Trine, averages 8.2 points per game, the 6'7" senior from Huntington, Indiana. Jackson Halbert left wing, over to Thomas. Try to get him isolated here. Lilja top of the key, 15 on the shot clock. Lilja. Pump fake. Thomas finds himself at 12 feet, turns around. That one's in and out. Warzeka controls the offense for the Thunder. Warzeka, top of the key to Geller. They'll find Bowman, who posted at 15 feet. McNonglo unable to finish. Schoonveld grabs the board, and now Lilja will take it up for Hope. Great defensive start here for the Flying Dutchman. 4 points allowed through the first 5 minutes or so. They have to be happy about that. Dykehouse finds himself on the baseline. Baseline drive, left-hand pass attempt, no good. Off the bottom of the backboard. Trine head coach Brooks Miller imploring his team to push the pace. Geller on the right wing. Trine's offensive motion is really something that you got to keep an eye on. They move so well off the ball. It's tough to defend. Hope's done a pretty good job here so far. Geller, 12 feet, working hard on Thomas. Tries to turn over the left shoulder. Yeah, that's going to be offensive. You could see that one coming from a mile away. He bumped him hard with the left shoulder once, and then Thomas took the contact one more time, and Geller really displaced Thomas there in the lane. That'll be an offensive foul on the senior. A couple more Hope substitutions. Noah Hedrick checks in. Sophomore from Indianapolis had an excellent game against Olivet, scoring 16 points. That was a career high for him. Gabe Quillen also checks in, freshman from Catholic Central, the big man. Nice pass by Gabe to Evan Thomas with the left hand. He thought he was fouled. Count that one. Evan Thomas has an early 8 points. Trine pushing the pace now. Paul over to Williams. Jones, excuse me. Jones on the baseline. Stout Hope defense on this trip. Jones, tough righty pull-up. That one's back iron, no go. Battle here for the rebound. Clayton Dykehouse has no numbers, wisely pulls it up. Hope will run the offense. Thomas, top of the key, wanted a deep one. Thought about a 15-footer. Yes, Evan Thomas feeling himself here early. Brooks Miller wants a timeout. Evan Thomas feels real comfortable, and so do the Hope Flying Dutchmen. 12-4 lead for Hope here early. 7 minutes gone or so, 6 minutes gone or so here in the first half for Navalis Fieldhouse. That's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Talk a little bit more about this Trine team for those who may be unfamiliar. Trine's carved out a really great niche here in the MIAA over the last few years. Brooks Miller, in his 11th season for the Thunder, has just built an excellent program down there in Angola, Indiana. New arena built a few years ago, the MTI Center. It's been an excellent recruiting tool for them, and they've really got a good thing going down there in Angola, and it shows with this season. 8-4 overall record for Trine, 1-0 in the conference, and they're coming in on a hot streak. They beat Wisconsin Stevens Point, that's no small feat, and then beat Concordia Chicago handily, and then really got after Albion, winning by nearly 50 points. They won by 43 in that one at Albion, which is next to impossible to do if you're an MIAA basketball fan. You know how tough it is to play in Kresge Gymnasium. So Trine's feeling good here coming into Navalis Fieldhouse. Hope started fast defensively and has really set the tone. Tough pull up there from Hayden Jones, unable to connect. Dykehouse pushes the pace offensively. Definitely look for Evan Thomas to remain aggressive here. Speaking of aggressive players, Noah Hedrick has really felt good offensively here lately. McKenzie. Spin move down to Quillen. Quillen kicks to Dykehouse, 10 on the shot clock. Dykehouse, little shake and bake. Looked for Quillen. That one bounces off, 4 on the shot clock. McKenzie baseline jumper is nothing but air. Trine will take it the other way. Gotta believe that Brooks Miller in that last timeout was talking about trying to get back into their offensive motion, their offensive swing of things. They're so good when they can get off the ball screens, curl cuts, back screens. Kind of gotten out of their rhythm here through the first 6 or 7 minutes. Wholesale substitutions, Trine brings in a couple. They'll bring in Cox, as well as number 34, Riley Cox. No relation. Aiden Warzeka swings over to Cox, and then Jones with the dump pass to Cox. Warzeka operates on the left wing. It's Dykehouse. That's a nice set by Trine. A little high-low look to Cox inside. That's exactly what the doctor ordered for Trine. Just try to work their offense. They're so good when they can get offensive motion going off the ball. Cox just sat down there at about 5 feet and had Jackson Halbert on his back. That's an easy call for the official to make. Cox will head to the line. As previously mentioned, leads the Thunder in rebounding, 5 rebounds a game for the junior from Kendallville, Indiana. Talking a little bit more about that Hope defense from last game against Olivet. Anyone who tuned in, first 9 minutes of half number 2, Hope only gave up 2 points. It was really excellent defense for long stretches for Hope. They've continued that so far. Trine hasn't looked comfortable offensively. Hope will need to keep up that defensive pressure in order to be successful here. Obviously, Evan Thomas having 10 points through the first 7 minutes doesn't hurt. Dykehouse and Thomas working in a ball screen. That's a good look for Hope. Thomas drive by into the paint, kicks to TJ McKenzie. TJ McKenzie left corner 3 ball, no good. Fight for the rebound. Trine comes away with it. Cox with a left-hand dribble. Yeah, look at this ball movement by Trine. This is when they're at their best. That's a wide open look there for Jones. Can't connect. Cox had the board. We'll see if they rule this on the shot or on the pass.
Team's 5th.
It's going to be a foul on TJ McKenzie. That's 2 on TJ. See if Greg Mitchell sends in a sub for McKenzie, who started the first game of his Hope career today. Cox at the line. Hits the first.
Entering the lineup for the Thunder, number 1.
Cox is a solid free throw shooter, 70% on the season.
Entering the lineup for the
Hope's going to get a substitution here. Josh Lilja checks in. Evan Thomas going to get a quick break. Hard to believe that Thomas will sit for more than a minute or 2 with how comfortable he looks offensively.
We have a correction. The foul was on Clayton Dykehouse. That is his 2nd.
We have a correction here in case you can't hear it. Clayton Dykehouse was actually tagged with that foul, so that's 2 on Dykehouse. Oh, unlucky break there for Hope. Good hustle by Trine. That's the easiest 2 Bowman will have all day. He picked up the rebound and just put it right in. Hope's up 12-9 here. Gotta look to get a quality offensive possession. Dykehouse went left-hand dribble, and look at Cox with the body there on the baseline.
Trine fouls on number 33, Cox.
As hypothesized, Thomas not going to sit for long. He comes back in after about 25 seconds on the bench. Ignatenglo also in for Trine. Just such an athletic rebounder. You see some plays from him on tape that really jump off the page. It's going to be a Hope timeout. Greg Mitchell got the timeout. Hope was running a baseline out of bounds play there. And looks like a little miscommunication there on the execution. So Hope calls timeout. They'll regroup. Taking a look at some of the team stats here so far. As we said, Hope's defense has been the story. 22% shooting for Trine, which is not what they're quite accustomed to. Trine shoots close to 50% on the season from the floor. So Hope's done a good job there. Taking a look at the rebounding battle, Trine has won the rebounding battle 8-6 at this point. Other than that, pretty even. The 10 points by Evan Thomas definitely jump out at you. But this Trine team is one that is experienced, senior laden, and is not going anywhere, that is for sure. So Hope's in for a battle, especially with them being shorthanded. Should definitely be an interesting last 12 minutes of half number 1. Hedrick in the left corner. Yeah, they're going to get a push-up on Hedrick. That one was pretty clear. Hedrick extended that right arm as he drove on the baseline with the left hand, and the defender went flying. Hedrick picks up foul number 1. 6 fouls on Hope so far. That's definitely something to keep an eye on, as the next foul will send the Thunder to the free throw line. Warzeka plays the 1 for Trine on this trip. Williams on the left wing swings it over to Jones. Jones, promising freshman, somebody that Trine fans will look forward to watching for the next few years, that's for sure. McKenzie is going to get the foul there. Jones is trying to cut to the paint, and McKenzie just bumped him ever so slightly. Referee was right in front of him and had eyes all over that one. McKenzie gets tagged with the foul. That's 2 on McKenzie, as well as 2 on Clayton Dykehouse. So foul trouble, definitely something to keep an eye on here for the Flying Dutchman. Jones heads to the free throw line. Jones hits the first. Averages 5 points per game on the season, does Jones. Shoots about 70% from the free throw line. 6-foot freshman from East Noble High School, Kendallville, Indiana. 2 for 2 for Hayden Jones. And Trine's going to switch up the pace a little bit here, bring some defensive pressure. And here Brooks Miller calling out the defensive signals. Just a change of pace to try to slow Hope down a bit offensively. Yeah, it's going to be a double dribble. Looked awkward from my angle. Couldn't quite tell from the other angle, but it was clear Thomas either carried or traveled or double dribbled. Something like that, some type of violation. They'll get the whistle. Hope leads by 1. Bowman swings it over to Nonglo. Jones, left-hand dribble. He's been pretty aggressive today offensively. Warzeka kicks to Jones. Jones thought about the deep 3. Shot clock ticking down for Trine. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Warzeka, tough 18-foot pull-up. No go. Good defense there by Noah Hedrick. Got a hand up. Here comes Evan Thomas. Thomas working on Warzeka. Swings to Lilja, now to Hedrick. Hedrick, 20-foot pull-up. No good. Thomas, good extra effort there. Warzeka is going to get called for a little bit of a clear-out foul there as Thomas went up hard for the rebound. Going to have a little bit of a conference here between a couple of our officials.
Trine falls on number 3, Aiden Warzeka, his first, team's 5th. Entering the line for the Flying Dutchman, number 11, Brady Swinehart.
Substitution here, Noah Hedrick checks out. Brady Swinehart checks in. Swinehart saw some minutes against Olivet pretty early. Junior from Ionia High School. Schoonveld on the right wing. Tried to cross over there and penetrate. Looked for Cheney in the corner. It's going to be 9 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Trine's really turned up the defense here in the last few minutes. Taking a look at the scoreboard, can't believe it's 12-11 between 2 teams that really pride themselves on scoring the ball. Low scoring affair so far. Thomas cuts to the baseline, hounded by a couple Trine defenders. Lilja gets stripped there by Bowman. Bowman heads the other way. He led the break and tried to find Jones. Jones couldn't finish. McNonglo grabs the board. It's going to be a foul on Devin Cheney, who has just checked in as well.
Team's 8th.
It's going to be definitely interesting to keep an eye on what Hope's offensive rotations look like. A few of these guys have seen very few extended minutes this season. Guys like Devin Cheney. Cheney's played in 7 games so far. less than 50 minutes of game time. Swinehart, another guy who's appeared in 9 games, less than 50 minutes of game time. And Schoonveld, who has played 17 minutes all season with injuries and protocols, things like that. Hope's definitely on that next man up mentality of who else can contribute. And this coaching staff undoubtedly believes in all these players. They were recruited here for a reason. So the way this team operates, they're expected to go in there and contribute. Swinehart gets stopped at 19 feet. Thomas working on Bowman. Thomas, 16-foot fall away. Lilja, look at that, extra possession. Josh Lilja, rebound. Schoonveld, right corner 3-ball, no good. Thomas battling for the rebound. Lilja puts up a putback. That's a hustle possession for Hope, big time possession. Hope takes the 2-point lead. Lilja finishes on the rebound putback. Morzeka tried to pitch to Bowman. Lilja broke it up. Gonna have another substitution here. Jackson Halbert checks in for Cheney. A couple good minutes there for Devin Cheney battling inside.
Entering the line for Trine, number 4, Hayden Jones, also number 33, Brent Cox.
Trine comes quickly with the substitutions as well. We have Cox and Jones, as well as Geller. Really entertaining first half here so far. Back and forth, defensive battle. Fun basketball to watch, especially with the way Trine moves the ball offensively. It's really pretty to watch. Cox inside. Oh, he tried to look for a little skip pass to Geller there in the corner. Geller taps his chest. He said, "That's my bad. Probably should have stayed put." You get the sense that these next few offensive trips for Hope are really big, just to try to continue this momentum that they've built up. Try to not get stagnant offensively. Swinehart over to Lilja. Lilja, fake one dribble. Swinehart was looking for Thomas on the wing. That one got picked. Bowman on the left wing. Down to Cox. Cox gets pushed out by Schoonveld. It's good defense by Eli Schoonveld. A little bit of emotion from the sophomore as well. He's fired up, so is the Hope bench. Hope forces the turnover, still leads by 2.
Number 40, Emmanuel.
Hedrick checks in. Schoonveld gets a well-deserved breather. Hope gets the offensive set here. Thomas top of the key. Halbert, quick 3-point launch there that time. He had little space. Looked good all the way. Hits on the back iron. Trine, interesting play there. You see the Trine players confused by that call. Trine tried a little dribble handoff there on the sideline. Official says that it just flew straight out of bounds. Thomas, top of the key, pretty clean look for Evan Thomas. That one hits front rim, tipped out by Hedrick. Trine wants to push. Lilja forcing the defensive tip again. Wow, a couple straight defensive trips by Hope where right in front of the Hope bench, they're just active hands, forcing turnovers. This Trine team doesn't look comfortable offensively at this point. Hope needs to kind of keep the foot on the gas here and try not to get stagnant offensively. Time for a big-time offensive trip for the Flying Dutchman. Hedrick swings to Halbert. Halbert, clean look there for the sophomore. Yeah, that one's going to go if Halbert has that much space. Jackson Halbert, the sophomore from Holland, hits that one for 3. Mignoglo working on Halbert. Mignoglo with a tough baby hook there from 12 feet, can't hit. Hope goes the other way. Thomas to Lilja. Lilja goes baseline, kicks. Halbert, wide open look. Front rim for Jackson Halbert. Halbert's a great shooter. Shoots 48% on the season, does the sophomore, from 3-point land. Williams on the right wing, over to Bowman. Bowman's definitely going to try to get going here. Williams tried the 3, no go. Thomas grabs the board. He beats Mignoglo. He kicks. Swinehart for 3, no good. Geller heads the other way. Stops up, and then Bowman unable to handle the pass. Some visible frustration here from Trine. Some of these turnovers have been forced and some haven't. Just kind of a few minute stretch here where Trine looks a little bit disconnected offensively. Most likely won't stay that way for long. A team that usually looks ultra connected offensively. Hope we'll need to keep the defensive pressure on here. Greg Mitchell going to get a timeout. I think part of it might just be for a rest for Evan Thomas, who's played all but 20 seconds today. Hey, that's going to be a full timeout. Speaking of rest, we're going to take a quick one here. We'll be back in a minute from DeVos Fieldhouse. Hope leads by 5, 17-12 against Trine.
It's no secret. The best way to learn about Hope College is to spend time on our campus. The Hope Admissions team invites you to a personalized visit experience you won't forget. Located in downtown Holland, Michigan, our historic campus is close to shopping and dining and just 10 minutes from Lake Michigan. We invite you to check out our campus tour options or sign up for an online tour with the Hope Admissions Office. There's never been a better time to see Hope College. Visit us at hope.edu/admissions.
Fieldhouse, taking a little walk around the MIAA. The only other MIAA teams in action today are Alma and Kalamazoo. Two teams looking to get their first MIAA conference victory are the Scots and the Hornets. Alma currently leads 26-16. About 4 minutes left in the first half, so we'll keep an eye on that one. This one obviously a makeup from last week. Hedrick swings to Dykehouse. Dykehouse is back in there for Hope. It's an interesting lineup for the Flying Dutchman. A lot of length and athleticism out there. Halbert, how about Halbert with a jump stop? The long, lanky sophomore finished that one. Just kind of unfurled himself as he got into the lane. Laid it up for 2. That's a 7-point run for Hope. Got to feel good about that offensively if you're Hope. Thomas. Yeah, Thomas bit on the ball fake there. Bryce Williams caught it on the block. Excellent set run by Trine and head coach Brooks Miller. Williams caught it right on the block, went up with a quick pump fake. Thomas went airborne, and then Williams finished through contact.
Basket was good by number 2, Bryce Williams. Entering the line for Trine, number 40, Emmanuel Mignoglo.
Mignoglo checks in for Trine. Williams heads to the line. Williams, one of those experienced seniors that we talked about earlier. Unable to connect on the free throw for the 3-point play is Williams. And Hope will look to get a quality offensive set here on this end. Thomas working on Warzeka. Over to Dykehouse. He's guarded by Mignoglo. What an interesting matchup. Schoonveld out to Halbert. Yeah, you can see that one coming. Halbert, nice kick out to Noah Hedrick, but wasn't able to quite put on the brakes, and then he'll get the charge, the player control foul there in the lane. That's 2 on Halbert.
Entering the line for Trine, number 25, Connor Jones.
Halbert has been really solid today. Has grabbed a couple of rebounds, has 5 points, including a big momentum turning 3-pointer. Again, I'm just personally, from watching these teams over the last 3, 4, 5 years, just personally surprised at the low-scoring nature of this first half. Obviously, both these teams, quick scoring abilities, so I may be kicking myself later for that statement, but both teams are working really hard on the defensive end. Try and look at this ball movement. That thing just zips around. Bowman on the right wing, guarded by Schoonveld. Solid D there by Eli. Eli on Bowman. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Tough one forced up by Bowman. That one's off the backboard. How about Eli Schoonveld? Individual defensive performance there. Thomas stops at 15. And Thomas just kind of got lost there at 8 feet. It's a nice move by him to just kind of probing there offensively. And then that one was picked by Trine. both these teams really active defensively, especially with their hands. We saw a couple sideline turnovers by Trine, and then there a baseline turnover by Hope, just because these defenses are ultra active right now. 8 turnovers from both squads. Obviously a number that I think both head coaches would like to improve on here moving forward. Bowman, he was wide open there at the top of the key. Cox, solid move there. McKenzie stayed straight up. Yeah, they're going to get a touch foul there on Trine. Thomas came down and Cox attacked the rebounder. A couple great individual defensive performances in these back-to-back trips by Hope. First, Eli Schoonveld on Nick Bowman there at the top of the key, forcing a really tough one last trip. And then there, TJ McKenzie staying straight up on Cox down low and forcing a tough shot. Hope leads by 5, 19-14. You get the feeling that these last 5 minutes are really, really pivotal in this one to set the tone for the rest of the game. Thomas, right wing, isolated, over to McKenzie. McKenzie with a little 8-foot floater. Yeah, they're going to get an offensive one there as well. McKenzie left his feet.
Hope College foul number 3, TJ McKenzie. That is his 3rd.
That's 3 on McKenzie, something to keep an eye on. We will get a sub here for him. That's a tough one because McKenzie was going hard to the basket and just left his feet. Heads up defensive play there by Trine. 19-14 Hope. Swinehart's entered the game. He guards Hayden Jones. Here comes that patented Trine offensive movement. Cox, down to Cox. Over to Jones, pump fake. 16-footer for Jones. That one rims out. Thomas just absolutely soaring for that rebound. Comes down with it, and he'll run the break himself. Thomas with the left hand. Lil Johnny able to finish as well. Solid attack there by Thomas. Just unlucky on the finish. Trine turns up the offensive movement as well here again. Warzeka down to Cox. Yeah, once Trine gets feeling offensively comfortable, bad news for the defensive team. Swinehart, left wing. Swings to Lilja. Yeah, Hope in desperate need here of some offensive continuity. Swinehart gets fouled there at 25 feet by Cox.
His second, team's
Swinehart will head to the line.
for Trine, number 1, Nick Bowman. Also number 2.
These will be the first free throws of the season for Brady. Brady, who over his career at Hope has really improved. We've seen him play the most minutes that he has in his career this season. The junior from Ionia. Averages about a point on the year. That one's back iron for Brady. Can't hit. Warzeka gonna run the point here as we tick down towards 4 minutes remaining in half number 1. Bowman, tough baseline drive. That's Nick Bowman for you. Just physical, great finisher, really under control once he gets in the air. And he has 6 points on the evening. Yeah, a little miscommunication there from Hope. Lilja tried to find Thomas. Thomas cut back door.
Also number 10, Eli Schoonveld.
Hope going to get some substitutions here. Schoonveld checks in as well as Gabe Quillen. Yeah, this Trine team is feeling good offensively right now. You see these off-the-ball cuts where Zeka is able to catch it in there. Brooks Miller, you can hear him yelling out screen, yelling out move it. They're just really comfortable offensively. Yeah, Bowman there took an extra step in the paint. I think Eli Schoonveld's length is, I don't know if it's bothering Bowman necessarily because he does look relatively comfortable defensively, but on individual defensive trips, Schoonveld's length has definitely been an issue. 3.5 remaining. Thomas over to Noah Hedrick. Hedrick is scoreless so far today. Swinehart over to Thomas. Thomas hasn't scored here in the last 8 or 9 minutes. Trine's defense really, really kicked up here lately. Thomas, 5 seconds on the shot clock. He swings to Hedrick. Hedrick, deep 3, right wing, no good. 3 minutes remaining. Here comes Bowman. He puts on the brakes, swings to Warzeka. Warzeka to Cox. Cox, left corner, no good. Thomas grabs that board. Looking at Thomas's rebounding numbers, he's up to 8 on the game. Really, really impressive. A player of his size and skill level, the amount of rebounds that he gets. Oh, that's a good cut by Evan Thomas there. Might have found some freedom in the lane. Schoonveld's going to go back to the basket here. Nice skip pass to Hedrick. Hedrick for 3. That one's back rim. Extra effort play there by Eli Schoonveld for Hope to get an offensive possession. Swinehart left-hand dribble. He goes over to Thomas. Thomas looked for Quillen. That one was unable to finish. How about Nick Bowman? Two-hand slam for Nick Bowman, 6'1" senior. 2 feet, 2 hands, and Trine takes the lead, 20-19 for the Thunder. 2 minutes remaining in this one, first half. Trine's offensive energy has sparked this team. Definitely, you can feel the momentum shifting in their favor a little bit off that big Nick Bowman slam. Quillen, top of the key over to Schoonveld. Schoonveld right-hand drive. He's looking for Thomas. Thomas hounded by Bowman. Thomas went jump stop in there and was stripped. Here comes Warzeka. Warzeka swings it over. That's Bryce Williams. Bryce Williams hits for 3, and Trine's feeling good right now offensively. Trine leads by 4, 23-19. Gonna get a timeout here from Greg Mitchell. Gonna be a 30-second timeout, meaning we'll keep it right here. Taking a look at these team stats between these two squads. Really, really even offensively. Looking at the field goal numbers. Trine shooting 32%, Hope 32%. And then from three-point land, really similar as well. Hope's looking at 20% and Trine is at 25%. So neither of these teams feels great about their offensive footing right now. I think Trine over the last 2 or 3 minutes has definitely gained some momentum. But if you look at the turnover numbers, 12 turnovers for Hope and 9 for Trine. These are both two teams that are not used to turning it over at that rate. Trine turns it over 12 times a game and Hope's right around there as well. So both these teams creeping up towards that number here early. I think both of them have struggled to get much going offensively at times. Last minute and a half, you get a sense of this last minute and a half are going to be pretty pivotal because either Hope will cut into this lead and it'll be more of a tie heading into half, or Trine to be able to stretch it out a little bit. Hope basketball, Clayton Dykehouse on the right wing. Jump stops, hits Lilja cutting. Lilja went up with the right hand. There's contact there. It's a nice offensive possession. Clayton Dykehouse went with a jump stop, and then Lilja came with a curl cut right down Broadway. And he'll head to the line. Taking a look at Lilja's free throw shooting stats on the season. He's 6 for 8 on the season. Unable to connect on the first one is Josh Lilja, the Libertyville, Illinois product, the senior. 0 for 2 for Josh Lilja at the line. Trine will head the other way with a renewed sense of confidence. There's 25, Connor Jones. Over to Bowman. Bowman, who's really hit his stride here in the last few minutes. Jones over to Magnaglo. Jones top of the key, 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Over to Bryce Williams in the deep corner. Williams unable to handle that one. This is a pivotal offensive trip for Hope. Hope has to look to get a good one here. Whether it's a Clayton Dykehouse, Evan Thomas ball screen action, potentially trying to get Evan Thomas isolated in the paint. Jackson Halbert's checked in, 3-point specialist, could look for a kick out. Jackson Halbert 3 as well. So big offensive trip here for Hope as we close out the half. Thomas top of the key. He'll direct traffic over to Halbert on the left wing. Yeah, Thomas is posting here. He had Warzeka on his back for a second. Dykehouse over to Hedrick. Hedrick hard right hand and he finishes. Unorthodox offensive possession. That's not how you drew it up for Hope, but they'll take it there. Clayton Dykehouse hit the deck and then Hedrick was able to finish with the right hand. Brooks Miller calling for one shot here as the shot clock and game clock are basically identical. Okay, Hope's gonna make a last minute change into his zone here. That's a savvy coaching move there by Greg Mitchell. Bowman working on Lilja. Thomas with a tip. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Yeah, that was a deep try by Warzeka. They're gonna say that concludes half number 1. Nice defensive switch up there from Hope to try to stem some of that Trine momentum. And what a back and forth, interesting first half, 23-21 after 20 minutes played. Not what I would have predicted coming into this one. Hey, it's going to be an interesting second half. I hope you'll stick around with us here at DeVos Fieldhouse. Hope against Trine. Trine leads 23-21. We'll be back in about 15 minutes.
At Lawrence and Vanderswart, we're interested in the history of our community. When 26-year-old jeweler Jacob Raven came to Holland in 1889, the northwest corner of 8th Street and River Avenue was already home to the thriving Holland City State Bank. Raven told bank personnel that he wanted to build a clock above the bank to keep the town on time, and it wouldn't cost them a cent. True to his word, Raven raised the funds with donations from merchants and local factories. High above the city streets, the tower was completed in 1892. Holland's clock tower still ticks high above 8th Street, watching over a town that still loves to run on time. Innovation and ambition today can pay dividends for decades. Lawrence and Vanderswart, interested in our history, invested in our future.
We know it wasn't what you expected. An entire year filled with uncertainty, confusion, doubt, and tension. There was loss. There was pain. We all felt the fear and the grief. An entire year wondering, is this the new normal? Will everything be all right? Yet, it was also a year filled with determination, community, innovation, and resilience. When it seemed like all was lost, we found ourselves gaining new gifts, perspectives, and purpose. We found a new appreciation for a stranger's smile, stayed connected even from afar. We had time to learn something new or revisit an old love. This year reminded us to cherish our unity, our identity, rooted in Christ as we welcome an undefined future together. And so, we return to pushing the limits of human knowledge, pushing ourselves to unknown potential, to shared passions, pursuing wisdom, and passing on traditions. We're returning to wonder, to worship, to a world where hope has a new meaning. And though it was never really gone, hope is back. And hope changes everything.
You're not just saying, wow, you came in, thanks for coming in, and this is what your investment did. It's so much more than that. There's so much more going on in their lives than just these investments, and it's good to understand that totality so that you can say, well, I know there's a better way of doing this, or I have a resource. I know, there are some other resources that we can help you with here. So it's not just financial planning. It's serving people. It's serving people and loving on people, and that's very joyful.
Hello, I'm Trigby Johnson, and I serve as the Dean of the Chapel at Hope College. I'd like to thank you for your continued relationship with Hope. Thank you for being our people. People are what make this campus special. A people rooted in our shared faith in Jesus Christ. And in that spirit, I'd like to personally invite you to come join us for chapel every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10:30 a.m. Come and join the next generation of Hope College students as we sing the old songs of the faith and some new ones. Come and enter in and experience the energy and vitality of what it is to be a Christian here at Hope College, as God shapes us to be a people of hope now and for future generations.
At Lawrence and Vanderswart, we are interested in the history of our community. This farm once belonged to Albertus Van Raalte, founding father of the city of Holland. And this house, built by his son Ben in 1872, has been known through the years as the Maples, due to the large trees in the front yard planted by Van Raalte himself. These trees stand today because of the industry and vision of Albertus Van Raalte. Today, the DeGraff Nature Center taps the maples and demonstrates how maple syrup was made centuries ago. Innovation and ambition today can pay dividends for decades. Lawrence and Vanderswart, interested in our history, invested in our...
My name is Lee Kang. I'm the 2019 Borgeson Residence artist in Hope College for this summer. I think it's very good time being here, like only focusing on my art practice, because now I'm teaching art and then I'm always like spending time with students. So like I don't feel like I have enough time to think about my work like during the semester, like or like like when I'm not in like like in residency. But being here, like been a while to think about my work. So it's very great for me to think about like just focusing on what I'm doing and who am I as an artist, The reason why I applied this residency is it's very supportive, firstly, because like I can get this whole studio only for myself, as well as like housing and then even like a little bit of stipend. So that's very important for being an artist, thinking about my art, but then like maybe like a supportive cultures, like a background, and then I can just only focus on art. I think that's very important. For this show, like it's been like challenging for me to also figuring out the space, because the gallery space is kind of unique. And then I've been using the space that like having a entire view of the imagery, and then like sculpture, video, every kind of medium that I'm using to show like what I'm trying to speak.
asleep. We're working sweat and blood. We're coming out in force. We're making history. We're raising up our flags, and yeah, we bear our teeth. 3, 2, 1 on the clock. Break out the gate with a rock in your wall. Talking the talk, but up or shut up. I'm here to break records and leave all you fools in the dust. I ain't got time for you to waste. You wanna fight with some game on your face? Swing at that pun, just to the front. Lace up the boots with a kick in the front. Flash, yeah, we're coming at you fast. Are you feeling the hot flash? Gonna get hit with the aftermath. Gonna get hit with a hit flash. Yeah, we're coming at you fast. Are you feeling the hot flash? Gonna get hit with the aftermath. Gonna get hit with a whiplash. Am I giving you a hot flash? Are you feeling the power? Are you feeling the power? Whiplash. Am I giving you a hot flash? Are you feeling my power? Come on, feel my power. We stomp our feet and we make it loud. I'm bearing down. I clench my fist, the beasts go eye to eye, and then I see the other side. And yeah, guess what? It's our time right now. Break the door, taking everyone, everything. It's my trophy, my battle, my ring, and the hit jingling, and well, I'm just getting it out. Dig deep when we go for glory, and one hand straight, this is how your story ends. One horse up, and we fight like we never have. Break down the walls, we see burn on the enemy. Whiplash. Come on, whiplash. Get ready, get whiplash. We're gonna hit you with the aftermath. We're gonna hit you with whiplash. Gonna hit whiplash. Get ready, whiplash. Gonna hit you with the, gonna hit you with the, gonna hit you with the.
Hit the road!
Honey, did you remember to bring the GPS?
Nope.
Oh. Well, you have an app on your phone to tell us how to get where we're going?
I do not.
Really? So you have an actual map, like the kind that are hard to fold? You just know where you're going?
No idea.
Don't be this guy when it comes to financial planning. LVZ Advisors. We'll help get you there.
Hey, we're a little lost. Do you know where the lake is? Yeah. All right.
Welcome back to DeVos Fieldhouse for half number 2 in this game that has been, I'm trying to search for adjectives here and I can't quite think of them. A defensive battle, some may call it, a bit ugly, some others may call it. It's been been quite the first half here from DeVos Fieldhouse. Turnovers are probably the story for both these squads. 12 turnovers for Hope and 10 for Trine. Two teams that don't turn it over very often at all. I guess uncharacteristic may be a word that you would use to describe half number one for both these teams. Of course, Hope playing very shorthanded here tonight. Much different starting lineup. Vicus out, George out, Wiegrink out, and they put up a great battle against this Trine team that is just really feeling good here, coming into DeVos Fieldhouse on a 3-game winning streak, 8-4 overall, and offensively really hit their stride in the last 8 or so minutes of that first half. An offensive explosion by the Trine team in those last few minutes. So we'll see what both teams come out in half number two. Trine, I think, will try to keep up their offensive movement. It was excellent in the last few minutes of half number one. Hayden Jones swings it over to Bowman. Bowman blocked there. Nice defensive effort. Clayton Dykhouse will run the show for Hope. Yeah, he swings to Thomas. Thomas was cutting in there hard, and that was a pretty obvious one there from Bryce Williams. He reached around the back of Thomas, tried to poke that one away. Contact there, so that'll be a foul on the Thunder.
Number 2, Bryce Williams. That is his second.
That's 2 on Bryce Williams. McNonglo is going to sub in very early for Brent Cox. Cox played 30 seconds there, and then McNonglo came in and got him. Lilja on the left wing, up to McKenzie. I think Patience and McKenzie deep 3 there. McNonglo and Thomas battling there. That'll be a held ball. I think patience and ball movement's going to be really key for Hope coming out here offensively. I think they got a bit rushed in 2 or 3 minute stretches in the first half, and that caused them to struggle in stretches. McKenzie on the left wing, guarded by McNonglo. Here comes Lilja. Swings to Thomas. Thomas real open there on the left wing. That one's front iron. Lilja with the big rebound. Tries to find a Hope player to pass it to. Dykhouse, nifty spin move there. McKenzie to Halbert on the baseline. Halbert over to Lilja. Lilja to Dykhouse. Dykhouse to McKenzie. McKenzie 15-foot pull-up. That one's no good. Will Thomas grab another board? No, he won't. Borzeka grabs the board. Trine heads the other way. We're going to get an injury timeout here. McNonglo is down on the floor holding his head. I wonder if there was an elbow in there, or can only speculate, but there was a lot of battling going on for the rebounds. And McNonglo's a big dude. I mean, when he goes down hard. That's a 6'8" sophomore. McNonglo will take a seat. Man, there were some battles in there. That was a man's paint right there. Those guys were really, really battling for the rebound. So McNonglo looks to be okay. He walks off. Trine will take the possession the other way. Nice offensive set there as Jones came off a high screen. Borzeka on the baseline. Thomas went up to block it. Borzeka is able to finish. Extends the Trine lead to 4. Dykhouse over to Lilja. Lilja to Halbert. McKenzie is in the deep corner. Kicks it to Evan. Halbert top of the key. Jab step, 15 on the shot clock. Dykhouse backdoor pass. Great pass there by Jackson Halbert. How about that? Jackson Halbert, the big man, flung a pass there across the court. Dykhouse came down with it and finishes for 2. Hayden Jones over to Cox. Yeah, Thomas did a pretty good job of fighting around there. Just didn't quite get all the way around. They'll tag him with a foul.
Number 24, Evan Thomas. His second.
2 on Thomas.
Team's first.
He had quite a fast start offensively. He's been held in check here in the last few minutes by this Trine defense. Borzeka, hard left-hand dribble, stops at 8 feet. Bowman, left wing, over to Borzeka. There's Jones, top of the key, great offensive ball movement. Bowman, baseline. Yeah, Bowman is so physical there on the baseline. Went jump stop and then went with the right hand there for a fairly easy 2, extends the Trine lead to 4. Lilja, top of the key, working on Cox. Hands it off to Thomas on the right wing. Lil Joe over to McKenzie. Halbert with a fall away. Trine goes the other way. Halbert tagged with the foul. Yeah, the last few offensive trips for Hope have not been what Hope's wanted. It's been a lot of isolation ball. Seems like every guy that catches it puts it down on the ground and is trying to go to work a little bit. Hope's got to improve that offensive motion and movement. Obviously, it's tough with guys that aren't quite used to being out there together, but Hope's got to improve that offensive motion and movement here moving forward. Geller's at the line. Geller hits the first. First points of the evening for Mitchell Geller.
I got to take out.
Geller is off on the second one. Thomas grabs the board. See, this is going to be a big offensive possession for Hope. Can they move bodies instead of pounding the ball? We'll see. Thomas top the key. That's a nice backdoor cut from Lilja. Good start. McKenzie right wing. Drives hard, pull up, 12-footer, can't hit. Jones takes it with the right hand up here on the sideline. To Geller, you get the sense that if Trine hits their stride offensively, it's going to be tough for the Flying Dutchman to claw back into this quickly. Cox, he's on Schoonveld. Nice pump fake by Cox, can't finish. Geller with the rebound over Thomas, and he put it in. Here comes Dykhouse. Thomas top the key, Hope down 7 all of a sudden. Lil Joe left wing. Over to Schoonveld, to Dykhouse. Dykhouse right-hand drive. Yeah, that was just the offensive trip that Hope needed. Swing side to side, and then Dykhouse takes it with the easy right-hand drive. If Hope's just able to get it side to side for 2 or 3 times in one possession, it's good news for Hope. We'll see if they continue that. Thomas guarding Geller on the left wing. And Lilja didn't necessarily gamble there, but just found himself a foot or two behind the offensive player. And once Bowman gets a step, it's pretty tough to stop his momentum. That foul's going to be on TJ McKenzie, and that's going to be 4 on him. We'll see what Hope does here in terms of substitutions for McKenzie. Yeah, it looks like Hedrick's going to come get TJ McKenzie. He'll take a seat, presumably for 8 to 10 minutes or so. We'll see when head coach Greg Mitchell goes back with TJ McKenzie. Second free throw for Bowman's off. Thomas battled for the rebound, but steps on the end line. Trine gets new life here with another offensive possession. Bowman had a pretty open look there. Schoonveld went up for a big block. Came down awkwardly on his ankle. He's hobbling pretty bad right now. Looks like Hope's going to get a substitute for him at the next opportunity. Thomas swings to Schoonveld. Yeah, Schoonveld's not moving well out there. Hedrick probes the defense. Lilja, right wing attempt, no good. Thomas, big board for him. Kicks to Hedrick. Hedrick skip pass. Hedrick out to Lilja. Lilja give it another try. That one's in and out. Here comes Warzeka. Yeah, Geller and Lilja are battling in there. Bowman for 3, front rim. And Thomas is everywhere right now on the boards. Seems like every rebound that's in there that is a 50-50 ball, Thomas is grabbing. Hedrick over to Dykhouse. Dykhouse will try a 3. That one is off, but how about Eli Schoonveld? Maybe that ankle is okay. Goes up with 2 feet, 2 hands, puts that one in. Schoonveld, high energy guy. You can see him clapping his hands there. Team really responds when he plays hard. Dykhouse, Gardner Warzeka top of the key. Here's Geller and Thomas. Big time move by Geller there. Holy moly. How about Geller? Strong move. 2 feet, 2 hands. Went off the glass. Dykhouse, lightning quick. Kicks to Schoonveld. Dykhouse on Geller. Nice pass by Dykhouse. Yeah, Hope has to feel good about that matchup. Geller trying to guard Dykhouse out on the perimeter. Dykhouse breaks him down. Bounce pass to Thomas for the 2. Trine leads by 4. Both the offenses coming alive a little bit, but I don't want to speak too soon. Little by little, the offenses are coming alive. Schoonveld guarding Geller there. Bowman. Yeah, they're going to call a block there on Schoonveld. They're going to say he slid in just a bit late. But like I said, Schoonveld's one of those energy guys for Hope that when he plays hard, the team really, really responds. Schoonveld's going to get a sub here. Gets a hand from the DeVos Fieldhouse crowd for his hustle. Another substitute here is Brady Swinehart. He checks in for Lilja.
Also number 11, Brady Swinehart.
Here's Jones going up against Hope's 2-3 zone. Hope with a little bit of a defensive switch here. Yeah, it pays off. Dykhouse grabs the turnover. They're going to get, I think, Warzeka? Yeah, that's going to be Aiden Warzeka with a foul. Hope's going to that 2-3 zone to try to stem this offensive tide that Trine is able to develop at times. We saw it was effective at the end of the first half, so another solid coaching decision here by the Hope staff. Halbert, right wing. Thomas is going to continue to be aggressive. Here's Dykhouse. That's a deep one by Dykhouse. Steps into it. That one's off. Oh, man, you get the sense that if one of these goes, the roof's going to blow off this place. Yeah, Trine's going to get a timeout. A little bit of a frantic last 2.5 minutes here from DeVos Fieldhouse. We'll see if that's a full or a 30. It's going to be a 30 from head coach Brooks Miller and the Trine Thunder. Hey, taking a look at the MIAA scoreboard, we talked about Kalamazoo and Alma playing tonight. That game's still close. Kalamazoo leads 44-38 with 11 minutes remaining in half number 2. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Taking a look at some team stats here. Neither team shooting well. Trine shooting 35%, Hope right behind him at 34%. And then from the 3, it's been fairly dismal for both squads. Trine is 1 for 6 from the 3, and Hope is 2 for 16. Yeah, not much more to say other than it's a combination of good defense and cold shooting. I think it's definitely going to come down to the rebounding battle here and which team can take care of the ball better. We've seen the turnovers decrease here in half number 2. Trine's had 1 in the second half, and Hope has had 0. So we'll see which team can take care of the ball better and which team can battle on the boards. I think that's going to be definitely a difference maker here over the next few minutes. Trine inbounds, we're going to have Jones guarded by Brady Swinehart. Yeah, Trine's going to come out here on an offensive set as they usually do out of timeouts. Yeah, and they get a great look. Geller there for 2 and 1 for Mitchell Geller. He puts it in with the left hand. 6'7" senior with another strong finish. He's really come on strong here in the last 2 or 3 minutes. Pretty big time finish there. Jackson Halbert picks up the foul. That's 4 on Halbert. So now Halbert has 4 and McKenzie has 4 for the Flying Dutchman. Geller's gonna attempt a free throw here. Looks like we're gonna get Devin Cheney checking into the ball game. He's going to get, presumably, Jackson Halbert. Yeah, Halbert heads to the bench. Second Flying Dutchman player with 4 fouls. Be interesting to keep an eye on him and TJ McKenzie. Cheney checks in. Cheney, a guy who hasn't seen a ton of game action this year, but willing to battle inside, which is what Hope needs at the moment. Dykhouse over to Cheney in the corner. Hope's got to get some offensive flow going. Hedrick, top of the key. Well, that was nearly stolen and gone the other way by Jones. Dykhouse hits Hedrick. Hedrick, a strong left hand. Ooh, thought he might throw it down for a second. Noah Hedrick lays it up with the left hand. Much needed for Hope. Cuts the Trine lead to 5. 36-31, the Thunder lead. Yeah, look at this Trine offense just work right now. Hope defense was late. Clayton Dykehouse got beat, and that's an easy 2. Aiden Morzeka adds to his total. He has 4 on the evening. Swinehart out to Noah Hedrick. Hedrick swings to Thomas. Thomas operating on the baseline. Nice movement and extra pass by Hope. That's the kind of look Hope needs. Clayton Dykehouse went pump fake, defender went airborne, and Hedrick hits the 3. It's a nice offensive trip. Hope cuts the lead to 4. Swinehart working through a screen. Jones. Yeah, Trine's going to be willing to be they're willing to be patient here, working with a lead and really trusting their offensive movement. Cox with a 3-point attempt. That one's off. Hope struggles with the rebound there. Oh man, Cox had a chance to put that one in for an easy 2. Can't do it. Hedrick goes up strong with 2 hands and thought the whistle might not come, but it does.
Trine fouls number 35, Mitchell Geller. That is his 3rd, team's 3rd.
That's what Hedrick's going to do when he comes into the ballgame. He's going to be ultra aggressive. He's going to try to just get to the nail in the middle of the paint. Really put his head down. He's an excellent 3-point shooter, but he's also really strong going to the basket and finishing. Hedrick hits the first. Line change here for the Thunder. Hope gets a couple substitutions. Schoonveld comes back in. Looks like his ankle's all right. Lilja also checks back in. Evan Thomas going to get a quick breather. We'll keep an eye on how long he stays out. He's really moved the ball well for Hope. Hedrick goes 2 for 2. That's what the doctor ordered for Hope. Hope cuts the lead to 2. Greg Mitchell pleading this DeVos Fieldhouse crowd to make a little bit of noise here. Good amount of students here in the Dew Crew. First game back, 2nd semester. Bowman swings to Jones. Trine again, ultra patient. Jones almost tried a logo 3. Geller working on Cheney. Lilja tipped the pass. Thought that it was going to be Hope basketball. 6 seconds remaining on the shot clock. This will be an interesting look for Trine on the baseline. Yeah, you got to believe Bowman's going to come back for it. Yeah, they looked for him. Clayton Dykehouse picks it off. He's off to the races. Dykehouse took a big step there trying to go in for 2, and he was hit early. I think they'll say he was going up. Yeah, they will. Oh man, you can see on the live stream right there, that Hope bench is absolutely fired up. The DeVos Fieldhouse crowd appreciates the effort. Hope battling injuries, foul trouble, a myriad of potential setbacks for Hope, and they're battling hard here against a team that many would say is projected to be tops in the MIAA this season. Dykehouse hits the first. He'll try to tie the ball game here. Yes, he does. Big defensive trip here for Hope. Oh man, DeVos Fieldhouse coming alive here. Nothing quite like it, DeVos Fieldhouse. Lilja guards Bowman on the baseline. Big defensive trip. Nice individual defense there by Thomas. 10 on the shot clock. Thomas once again stops the momentum. And oh, that's going to be a turnover for Trine. Going the other way. Connor Jones threw that one straight out of bounds. Evan Thomas hounding him defensively. And we're going to get a Trine timeout. Hope bench having a party at half court. Tie ball game. It's going to be a full timeout. We're going to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. These last 9.5 minutes or so promise to be pretty exceptional here from DeVos Fieldhouse. We'll be back. We're back here, and as you see on your screen, student section forming over there in the Duker. There's a reason that it is undoubtedly the best Division III basketball atmosphere year after year in America. D3 attendance leaders for the last decade here at DeVos Fieldhouse. Here at DeVos Fieldhouse, that, as you see, probably about half full. We have a makeup game here and snowy conditions. Doesn't mean that it is quiet in DeVos Fieldhouse. Their energy is going to be important here over the last 9.5 minutes. Schoonveld, right wing. Here comes Thomas. Oh, Thomas thought about it. Pump fake. Hard drive there. How about Schoonveld? Skies for the putback there with two hands, and he's fired up. Big clap from Eli Schoonveld, the sophomore. Big defensive trip here as Hope takes the lead. Hope up 2. Dykehouse pressuring Warzeka. Warzeka stops there at 15 feet. 15 on the shot clock. Trine with that off-ball movement, so dangerous. Nice move there, Bryce Williams. That's a tough shot. A little 8-foot leaner on Eli Schoonveld. Ties the ball game back up at 40. Thomas, top of the key, looking for options. Here's Schoonveld on the right wing. Kicks to Thomas. Thomas likes this matchup, stops at 12 feet and hits. That's a tough one, tough leader from Evan Thomas. He rose up there and knocked it in. 42-40 Hope. Here's Bowman, a guy that you expect to be ultra aggressive. Warzeka on the right wing over there. He can shoot it. Bowman and Schoonveld, awesome matchup here. Yeah, Hedrick just a little bit of a hand check there. Trine was running some offensive movement, trying to get a middle cutter there into the lane, and Hedrick bumped him off course. That'll be 2 fouls on Hedrick.
And number 4, Liam Jones. For the Flying Dutchman, number 3, TJ McKenzie.
Trine enters it to Cox. Thomas going to get tagged for foul there. That's a tough one. Thomas battling down low. They'll say that he gave a little bit of an extra shove with that right hand. That'll send Cox to the line. Cox has had a solid game today. That one's just off. Thomas, oh. Dykehouse hit the deck hard. Thomas, it just seems like on every single rebound, Thomas, I don't know if he has magnets in his hands. I don't know what's going on, but Thomas has been skying for boards all evening. Has 12 right now, 14 and 12 points, and we are 8 minutes remaining here in half number 2. So impressive evening so far by Evan Thomas, and he's not done. Hedrick top of the key. Hope leads by 2. They need a solid offensive possession here. Lilja behind the back dribble over to McKenzie on the left wing. McKenzie, 10 seconds left, kicks to Hedrick. Hedrick, 3 in front of the Duke crew. Yes, Noah Hedrick connects. Sends the Duke crew into a frenzy. 45-40 Hope. Tough move there by Warzeka. Grabs his own rebound. Yeah, that's a nice move by Warzeka. That's a good individual play by him. He just turned up the pace, went right at the basket, and grabbed his own board, and then he'll head to the free throw line now with a chance for 2. Warzeka knocks in the first. Aiden Warzeka, the only Michigan product on this Trine roster, the Milford, Michigan native.
Match up now. Match up now. Noah, you got 33. 33, I got 33. Why not, Josh? I'll take out.
See if Warzeka can knock in the second one to cut this Hope lead to 3. That one's going to be off. Clayton Dykehouse grabs it. Hope leads by 4. Next 2 minutes are absolutely pivotal for Hope's offensive success. They need to be patient here, get good looks, or just Clayton Dykehouse drive down the lane with the right hand and put it in. How about it? Clayton Dykehouse sends the Hope lead to 6. preaching patience over here, and Clayton Dykehouse says, what are you talking about? I'll just go with the right hand. Hedrick battling Cox down low. Dykehouse with the nifty play with the hand. They kick it up to McKenzie. McKenzie on the drive, and he misses. How about McKenzie grabbing the board? Noah Hedrick, right wing three. Yes, sir, Noah Hedrick. Oh, this place just exploded. Noah Hedrick, how about it? Just stepped up and absolutely lit that one on the right wing. No doubt about it. Noah Hedrick, he has 15 on the evening. That's going to be a full Trine timeout. This place is about as electric as I've seen it in quite a while. We'll take a quick break. Hope leads by 9. We'll take a break to catch our breath. Welcome back. Hey, let's set the scene. This is a Hope team. Down 3 of their starters, down 3 of their key players and key scorers. Going up against Trine, who just took down Albion by 43, and Hope leads by 9 here with 7 minutes remaining. That's a really dangerous Trine team. The Hope defense has been turned up here in the last few minutes. Noah Hedrick just hit a big 3 to extend that Hope lead. And as you can see, sizable student support here tonight in DeVos. Going to be an awesome atmosphere here for the last 7 minutes. Trine's going to come out here in an offensive set that is undoubtedly going to be a good look. And that's just how Trine works. Geller working on Thomas down low with the right hand, puts it in. Cuts the Hope lead to 7. Here comes Dykehouse. Hope needs to show some patience here offensively and work to get some quality looks. Lilja on the right wing. Hedrick, who has the hot hand, cutting off the ball. McKenzie on the right wing. Kicks to Lilja, over to Dykehouse. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Hedrick, over to Lilja. Lilja, left wing 3 try. No good. Thomas fights for the board, can't get it. Here comes Bowman. Yeah, Brooks Miller imploring his team to attack. Thomas, good D on the baseline there, and Bryce Williams. And Dykehouse tag teams it there to punch it out of bounds.
Entering the lineup for the Flying Dutchman, number 10, Eli Schoonveld.
Schoonveld checks in, gives Josh Lilja a break. Williams enters it to Bowman. That's the guy they want with the ball in his hands. Here's Jones, the freshman, over to Warzeka. Jones, baseline drive. Yeah, he got a step there on Hedrick. They'll say Hedrick hit him with the body. It's going to be 4 fouls on Noah Hedrick. How about that? 4 fouls on Hedrick, 4 on McKenzie, 4 on Jackson Halbert. And Hope's already down 3 starters. I mean, it's really solid performance right now from Hope. They've got to keep battling, though, because this is a Trine team that can feel really comfortable offensively in a hurry. Hayden Jones knocks in the first one. Jones goes 2 for 2 from the line. Here's Thomas, top the key, hits Schoonveld, cutting. Hope's got to move the ball here. Kenzie, yeah, hard right hand drive, lost it. Here comes Warzeka. Oh man, Hope, tough defensive trip there. Got lucky with that Jones air ball. Hope's Hope's going to get an offensive set here to try to create some movement and some continuity. So we tick down towards 5 minutes. Here comes Hedrick. Oh, they're going to get a high-low look for Thomas. That's a good look for Hope. Thomas kicks. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Hedrick, hard, left-hand dribble. They're going to get a block. They're going to say that he was inside the restricted area. Was number 2, Bryce Williams, as he attempted to take that charge on Noah Hedrick. It's a heady play by Noah Hedrick, realizing that the shot clock was ticking down, attacking the rim hard. Hedrick knocks in foul shot number 1. Going to get a substitution here. Josh Lilja heads in for TJ McKenzie.
Number 15, Josh Lilja.
Hope getting their matchup set here. Hedrick hits. 2 for 2 for Noah Hedrick. He's going to get a quick break because he has 4 fouls as well. He gets a nice DeVos Fieldhouse round of applause. 17 points for Noah Hedrick, sophomore out of Indianapolis. This is going to be a combination of steady defensive trips and patient offensive trips for Hope to hold on to this lead. Trine makes it tough to do. Warzeka, top of the key, right-hand drive on Schoonveld. Yeah, Schoonveld got caught up in the air. And then Warzeka went straight up. Warzeka's still down there.
That is his second, team's 10th.
It looks like he'll walk this one off, rub some dirt on it. He's a tough dude. First one for Warzeka is going to be off. Noah Hedrick, who just checked out, has set his new career high in back-to-back games against Olivet. He scored 16. That was a career high. Right now he has 17. How about reset it in the span of 2.5 days? Warzeka goes for the second foul shot and hits it. Trine's going to switch up the defensive pressure here. Head coach Brooks Miller calling out 22. Looks like that's going to be just a little bit of token full court pressure to slow down this Hope attack. Hope leads by 6, 4.5 minutes remaining. Nice back cut there by Josh Lilja. Schoonveld kicks to Halbert. Halbert, who's re-entered the game with 4 fouls. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Dykehouse, nifty dribbling there. Halbert blocked by McNonglo. And Bowman goes the other way. That's a nice block by McNonglo, who just entered the game. Oh, speaking of good blocks, Thomas just pinned that one on the glass. And then Clayton Dykehouse is going to get hit with a offensive foul. Wow, what a sequence. Crazy sequence. McNonglo with a rejection for Trine. And then Evan Thomas skies and pins it for Hope. And then Clayton Dykehouse heading the other way gets tagged with the offensive foul.
Entering the line for Trine, number 35, Mitchell Keller.
I feel like this game needs closed captions or something to follow along. Nonetheless, Trine's going to take the ball sideline out of bounds with about 4 minutes remaining. Hope up 6. Bowman, right wing. It's the guy they want with the ball in his hands. Yeah, Halbert battling Geller down there, but Geller is a really strong player. He got himself caught underneath the basket. Shoved it up against the bottom of the rim. Here comes Dykehouse. Got to have a patient, well-executed offensive trip. Halbert, who has hit a 3 today. Excellent three-point shooter. Over to Dykehouse. 8 on the shot clock here for Hope. They've got to get a quality look here at the end of this. Dykehouse tried the crossover dribble. Yeah, couldn't get free, but in the scramble, Trine threw it ahead. Dykehouse is going to try to get into the paint, and Thomas cuts and can't hit, but Josh Lilja's there to clean up the mess. Oh, man. Catch your breath, everybody. That's going to be a Hope College timeout. Back back and forth we go. Hope leads by 8. And the energy and the noise is loud here in DeVos Fieldhouse. Hey, we're going to keep it right here for this full timeout to just kind of recap what we've seen and get ourselves prepped for these last 3 minutes and change. Taking a look at individual stats, Noah Hedrick's really come alive for Hope in the second half. He has 17 points. Like I said, his career high is 3 3-pointers tonight, including that pivotal 3-pointer just a few minutes ago to extend the Hope lead. Both teams have improved offensively in half number 2. Hope's now shooting 40% from the field. Big time improvement from the 22% that they were shooting at times in the first half. I think the story of this second half has been just Hope's defensive energy and effort. The idea that you hold this Trine team to 46 points at this point in the game is fairly unheard of, so you have to give a lot of credit to this Hope defense. And Trine's battled incredibly hard as well, so going to be an awesome last 3 minutes as you see the scenes around DeVos Fieldhouse, people braving the single-digit temperatures, the blowing snow, the Holland, Michigan winter weather. A lot of smiles here around DeVos Fieldhouse. I know people got masks on, so you can't necessarily see the smiles, but we're seeing parents. There's my very own mother there clapping in the back row. Oh man, she's really into it. That's awesome. Man, good vibes here in DeVos Fieldhouse. Both these teams are going to try to close it out. Trine enters into their freshman point guard, Hayden Jones. He's done a good job today against some Hope pressure. Warzeka at 17 feet, working on Schoonveld. Ooh, tough 3-ball there from Williams. Yeah, that one was nothing but air. Quick, tough 3. 3 minutes left. Dykehouse brings it up for Hope. They're going to get Warzeka with a foul. Awkward sequence. I honestly can't tell if it was intentional or not. It looked like maybe head coach Brooks Miller had called for a foul because Aiden Warzeka, senior leader for Trine, he kind of grabbed Devin Cheney as Cheney was streaking down the floor. Cheney, a guy who has attempted 3 free throws all season, so you could see the strategy there. They're going to call it intentional. It's always tricky as a coach, the strategy there on the intentional foul. You want to make it look natural enough to where you don't get tagged with that intentional call, but they conferenced and are going to say that it's an intentional foul, meaning that Hope will get some extra free throws here. Could be costly here coming down the stretch for Trine. I get the strategy by head coach Brooks Miller. If you're going to send somebody to the line, it's probably Cheney on the scouting report, but they're going to say Warzeka was just a little bit too obvious in the foul there. Cheney can't hit the first. He's now 1 for 4 on the season from the free throw line. Cheney in and out on that one. He goes 0 for 2.
Entering the lineup for Trine,
Excuse me, Hope does not get an extra free throw on the intentional foul. They just retain possession no matter what happens. So even if Cheney were to make both those free throws, Hope would still retain possession here. Different than a technical foul in that way. Dykehouse over to Eli Schoonveld. Hope was calling for some wide motion action to kill this clock and also get some good offensive movement. Evan Thomas, baseline drive. And he got caught in the air. Clayton Dykehouse had a wide open Josh Loja under the basket there and tried a little touch tip pass. It was going to be pretty, but Dykehouse just kind of flew that one over Loja's head. Cheney's going to check back in for defensive purposes. It looks like Cheney and Schoonveld may go a little bit of offense-defense substitution here over the last two and a half minutes or so. Hayden Jones picks up the pace for Trine. Drives, kicks. That's going to be short for Bryce Williams. Magnanglo grabs the board, kicks out to Warzeka. Warzeka goes to Jones in the corner. Jones pump fakes, 15-foot pull-up, no good. Oh man, how about Nick Bowman? Skies for that board. He goes up hard on Evan Thomas. He can't hit. Seems like there's a lid on the rim right now for Trine. Thomas goes the other way as we tick down towards 2 minutes remaining. Yeah, Hope's gonna get a long, lengthy, drawn-out offensive possession here. Trine's not pressuring much. Hope's gonna be content to chill here until 5 or 6 seconds left on the shot clock. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Thomas drives, kicks, Dykehouse corner three. Dykehouse hits. They're gonna say it's an offensive foul on Thomas. I'd be really interested to see a replay of that one. He hit the deck. Maybe they're saying that he led with the shoulder there too much, and there was too much contact. So Thomas gets hit with a foul. He has 4 fouls now. So we have Thomas with 4 fouls. We have Noah Hedrick with 4 fouls. Jackson Halbert with 4 fouls. No one's playing on eggshells out there right now, though. Warzeka cut to the block. He passes to Geller, and Geller mishandles that, and he fouls Thomas. Thomas is going to walk all the way down to the other end and shoot a 1-and-1.
35, Mitchell Geller, that is his 4th, team's 8th.
Hope leads by 8. It's just an absolutely exceptional defensive performance by Hope here. And we're far from over, but Hope's defensive energy and the way they were so locked in against this Trine team has been impressive. They're going to have to finish it here. That's a blunder by Trine. That one was passed ahead by Hayden Jones, the freshman, and Warzeka just never turned his head. That one flies out of bounds and is going to head back to the Flying Dutchman. That's a possession that Trine will probably want back there. That's a tough one. Trine's going to pick up full court press here. They're going to put Magnanglo on the ball. Excellent decision by Brooks Miller. Magnanglo, the 6'8" sophomore. Man, look at that wingspan. We get it into Schoonveld. Schoonveld goes to Noah Hedrick. And Hedrick's going to be content to pull it out here and pass it over to Clayton Dykehouse. Wow, you can just get a sense of anticipation here as Hope leads by 8 as we tick down to 1 minute. This thing's getting away from Trine. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Dykehouse hesitation. Ooh, man, he put on the brakes, and Eli Schoonveld put it in for 2. How about it, Clayton Dykehouse? He's having some fun, feeling good and smiling. Passed it out over to Eli Schoonveld. He put it in. And the DeVos Fieldhouse crowd appreciates it. Man, awesome perimeter move there by Clayton Dykehouse. Hope leads by 10, 1 minute left, and this crowd's starting to realize the reality here. Schoonveld hits his free throw. How about the performance by Eli Schoonveld? He's stepped up big, 7 points for the sophomore from Holland Christian. Warzeka to Jones. Jones, elbow pull-up, hits. Less than 1 minute remaining. Thomas to Schoonveld. Schoonveld gets it back to him. They're gonna foul Thomas. It's gonna be 4 on Warzeka. Thomas has got it. You want at the line if you're the Flying Dutchman.
That is his 4th, team's 10th.
Thomas hits the first. He shoots 84% on the season. Just an extremely impressive offensive and all-around performance by Evan Thomas here. 15 points, 12 rebounds, and has just controlled the entire game for the Flying Dutchman. Short on the second is Thomas. Jones will head the other way. Williams steps into a 3. That one is back iron. Oh, who else is there but Evan Thomas to grab that one? Wow, Trine's not going to foul. We got a standing ovation situation here at DeVos Fieldhouse. Hope's going to have to put up a shot. entire bench is standing, and just some appreciation here for this performance. Thomas, Euro step, kicks, Lilja in front of the Dew crew. How about it, Josh Lilja? Icing on the cake. Wow, okay, Hope down 3 starters, dealing with foul trouble. Comes in here in DeVos Fieldhouse and is going to be alone in first place in the MIAA or the Flying Dutchman. Just a gutsy, emotional performance by the Flying Dutchman in front of a raucous DeVos Fieldhouse crowd. They win by 13 against the Trine Thunder. I don't know what else to say. That's an extremely impressive performance by this Hope team. Down 3 of their starters to take down Trine. It came down to defense. Hope giving up 48 points against a team that likes to score in the 70s. Extremely impressive. Well, that'll be it from DeVos Fieldhouse. Hope moves to 2-0, alone in first place in the MIAA standings moving forward. Moves to 9-4 on the season. Trine drops to 1-1 in the conference. Just a gutsy overall performance by this Hope team, buoyed by some awesome DeVos Fieldhouse energy. Well, I'm Jordan George. Thank you for tagging along with us here tonight in DeVos. Hope wins 61-48, and the team goes to celebrate with the Duke Crew. A fitting end to an awesome Hope win. Hey, I'm Jordan George signing off for tonight. As always, go Hope.
7:30 game time this coming Wednesday. And just a reminder, on Saturday we have a full slate of action. The Flying Dutch junior varsity team starts at 1 o'clock. The varsity to follow at 3. And then the